Lion stands, tell them man we are not afraid. Fire blaze, where I come from, I say we renegade. It's 96 degrees, yeah, in the friggin' shade. And the streets are blaze, man who have the energy.
My people want peace, so we fight here for freedom. One fist multiplied to a whole coliseum. We out here marching in the streets for a reason. It's see 'em on, take 'em off season. Yeah,
it's that King T on a hot beat of a dope track in the studio. Then to the stage, they so amazed, then fire blaze to another show. Prosperity, charity, come together, then world relief. CMR, then world peace. All the things that should be.
Through the mist, I rise like a phoenix. Souljah Bless, roll with Jaja now, and I mean it. Fire, them already see the way how we scheming. CMR to the top floor, no ceiling.
Yeah, top floor need a ring like Illuminati. Chop the beat, sauce it up like some teriyaki. We the gods, we the movement, trendsetter music, teachers of the art, Mr. Miyagi.
We come together, the universe is now unified. So sick of the police and the reasons of their genocide. We march the streets and we feel the mace they spray in our eyes. We fight for freedom and we'll fight until the day we die.
I wake up living, seeing my life. I'm human, but I'm trying to get it right. A movie by the end of the night. I'll do this for the rest of my life. I wake up living, seeing my life. I'm human, but I'm trying to get it right. A movie by the end of the night. I'll do this for the rest of my life.
You know I'll do this for the rest of my life. Yeah, seeing more life. Yeah, yeah.
Watch ya, my people stand up for freedom. Find out way out we dealing. Knee on the neck of the demon. We here to clean up the season. Them are wicked without reason. So they got up, we keep it. No way for them to creep in. See them on life, we mean it.
You can reach my altitude more than afternoon. Hit me down at the tomb. See them all gone natural, factual. No cap beating on my thorax. Here go again, ain't gonna hold that. Just heard it today, it's throwback. Couldn't tell to wave with the flow wet. Doors open ablaze and we gon' win.
For all of my people, I'm praying. Please get away, I ain't playing. Winning in life, I'm just saying. How could you ever betray them? Thinking of all of the times the haters were happy to see us in struggle. Now we on top of the world, we taking their hate and busting their bubble.
I wake up living, seeing my life. I'm human, but I'm trying to get it right. A movie by the end of the night. I'll do this for the rest of my life. I wake up living, seeing my life. I'm human, but I'm trying to get it right. A movie by the end of the night. I'll do this for the rest of my life.
Fire blazing.
Hey, Bless is back. Bless is back. Bless is back.
Yeah,
Bless is back.
everything right and good, you know what I mean? Chris and Curry.
It's the wrong time to say I have to pee.
Yeah, because we live right now. We on the air, bro.
R.I.P. your bladder.
Henny, how did it end?
Chipping down.
Rescue Rangers. Hey. Rescue Rangers.
Chippendale.
Oh, you trying to get...
Yeah, I tried to figure out what's going on. I go and come back and I'm saying Chippendale. I remember that fondly.
Yeah.
I would fight you over
Chippendale.
like having the TV on something else. Is not. Are we live?
Yeah, we live. I told you we Hola.
Peace, and more peace. What is going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to another episode. And guess what episode it is? This is season 2, number 20. Can I get it right?
Hey,
220.
20.
I'm in 222. I'm on 22. Sleeping in 222.
Hey, my name is LaRue. I'm here with the Hot Mango Seat crew. To my left, the botanist, Rob Rader.
I'm here.
He's here. He's back. Finally, he's back. The VI Massive, Souljah Bless.
Yo. Shout out to all my VI Massive. You don't already know. Stand tall. You know how the game go. Souljah Bless. Never stress. You don't already know. Fire blazing in the building.
Shout out to the whole VI, man.
Shout out to the whole VI Massive. You don't know.
To the right, our super producer, and the beat you hear in the background, Henny Skywalker.
This life is amazing. Special occasion. We smoke chicken like packs.
Hey, man, love it. And last but not least, the king of all kings, King T.
What's good, everybody? You already know what time it is. Have no fear, because the king is right here.
He's right here.
Right
That
here.
man right there, you know, the king
yeah.
right there. So
What's going on, man? Welcome back, Souljah Bless.
hey, I hang in
Yes,
like wet clothes,
welcome
man.
back,
Yeah,
Souljah.
man. Give thanks for that, man. It's good to see the people, them and the family, you know, back again. Once again, we on the land. So yeah, it's a blessing to be back. You know, it was a experience to go back home and see so much things, but there's a lot of work to be done, and we have to be the ones to carry that load. You know what I mean?
Hey,
How's your family? How's your family back
Family
there,
is
man?
good and blessed, man. Everybody upright and straight, you know what I mean? Health and strength, everything is all good, for
Yeah.
real. Yeah, so I can't
Yeah.
complain. I really and truly cannot complain. It was a smooth trip.
we definitely miss you. I just realized when I put my sweatshirt back on, now I'm the only one in white, and y'all are all in black.
It's all good, man.
Yeah,
You're doing your
shining.
own thing.
You
Shining.
need
I
it,
just
you know?
realized with my shirt.
You
was
need that
black.
contrast, you know, a little bit.
Oh, yeah, you know, well, you know, I guess you're still kind of in it. Everybody still have a little white in it.
I got some white on mine. I got some white.
My pants were
My
black.
pants.
But we
They're
can
not
use
white.
it.
They like an off-white bone.
An off-white bone.
Bone color. Bone
White,
white.
not no bone was a color.
Bone white.
color.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Creative Angel too. I'm rocking the Creative Universe joint right here. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
Creative
big
Angel,
ups.
use that dude, use that guy. You
Yeah.
know, this man have a sweatshirt for me too. You know
Do
what I mean?
he?
Yeah, I mean he done already. Supposed to make it up and so on and so forth.
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
for a fact I pay for it already.
You hear the order?
That white 420 shirt I wear, that's Creative Angel also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that
Oh,
from him.
I never know
Yep.
that.
Big ups to our brother Angel.
Yeah, big ups.
Yeah, yeah,
Big
yeah.
ups, big
But on
ups.
another note, man, weekend recap. What
Yeah.
y'all did this weekend? How's your week been? How's everything going? Are you alive?
I think so.
Great,
It's-
yeah. Pay bills, you know.
Pay bills. It's-
Life, you know. Yeah.
Man.
Everything on time. Credit score looking good, you know. Just making sure everything's straight.
There you go.
Okay.
Good.
As always, every day alive is a good day. You know,
day
we're
above
all
Every day
blessed to
above
be
ground.
here.
Serious.
I want to give two shout outs.
Okay.
One to my dad, the greatest father
Shout out
ever,
OG.
Thomas Arthur Jenkins II. You know,
Papa Jenkins.
The
that's-
foundation right there.
that is the man that taught me how to be a man and taught me how to be a king.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it wasn't by him just telling me; it was leading by example.
By example.
You know what I mean? So much respect to my dad. That's honestly out of all heroes, he's been my hero since I can remember. You know, realizing life. I've always looked up to my
That's
dad,
a good
and I
hero.
still do.
That's a
I
good
still
hero
do.
to have.
Hey,
that.
happy birthday, Papa.
Yeah, let's say
Jenkins.
happy
Yeah.
birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear my dad.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
We do it till I get away, but happy birthday, Papa
Oh, my
Jenkins, you know what I
sister-in-law
mean?
Janet. I'm sorry, she gets part of that song too. Shout out to
yeah.
Janet, my
Shout out to
sister-in-law.
Janet.
Janet.
Yes.
Happy
Man,
birthday.
we just didn't look good at all there during that.
No, we didn't rehearse. We didn't rehearse it. It
We
was
should
serious.
never sing happy birthday to nobody else again.
I
won't.
You know, I think
That
it's
was
the top
classic.
That,
That was
counts, man.
classic.
Top that counts.
That was
Top
classic.
counts. 'Cause, yeah.
He said to my dad, she said,
Bop,
Papa
bop.
Jenkins. Rob said, Pop, Pop. We were not together.
That wasn't coordinated in any kind of
We were a
way.
unit. We
We're
were
community fans.
You know, I
But
think
it's
impromptu is the spice of life. You know what I mean?
It
is.
Once it's
It's
something,
always better that way.
Exactly. Always better when it's off the cuff.
Oh, yeah.
Always
that.
better. Seriously.
But what else? What y'all been up to? You're back? How was
It has been
your
back,
trip?
you know what I mean? Trip been good, you know, flying back in with my brother, and, you know, we went down there and do what we had to do, but seeing the state of the place is in a hurtful way, you know what I mean? It's one that you just like, you can't imagine how it would be. Is the state of the island and the state of the people is like, man, it's a rough way.
It's a reality check, isn't it?
It's more so than a reality check, knowing that, you know, the paradise that you remember is just the thing. It's just that. It's just what you remember. It's no longer on that level. It'll never be remembered as that. Like the kids that growing up, they're going to remember it in the state that it is in now. You know what I mean? But when I was there, you know what I mean, I was a young man, knowing that I raised up in paradise. You check what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, seeing it now, it's like a fall from grace, dog. It's like seeing Metropolis, and then you come back after years, and then everything is just like, it's like the Joker fully take over. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it's a rough thing.
So I relate to you a lot, more than you know, because
Oh, especially to Washington.
When I went home to Seattle just recently, and not to make this about me.
Yeah, no, I see.
I know it's about the island. I know that you have been to the island as well as our homie Kareem. Shout out to Kareem.
Shout out Kareem.
Big ups Kareem.
To where y'all been home to St. Croix and you all had the same
I see
report
Casio
back.
too as well. But that's
see
an
Casio?
You
saw
Casio? In the weirdest way too. You wouldn't even like.
Shout out to Casio.
Shout out to Casio. You know what I mean?
Casio.
I run into this man, the crazy.
Oh, man, I
Lord.
miss the Casio
Stories, the stories.
Yeah, man.
But what I was gonna say is,
Yeah.
you know, not to take away from that, you know, but I know that you have both come back with the same report that things are not the same, things are changing. And as I was telling y'all, I went home to I was about to say Chicago. I'm not from Chicago.
You're old block.
I went home
Old
to
block.
Old block.
Seattle.
Yeah, old block shit.
My bad, bro.
Hey, so Seattle is my home. I went home to Seattle a month ago, 2 months ago. So great to see my family, man. If you know me and you know me well, I bleed 206. Like, I love my city, man. I represent my city wherever I am in the world. And so if I say something negative about it, I have a place to say it. I'm a native, just as Souljah Bless. His home, where he grew up, what he knows, what he's been grown to realize is in St. Croix. So when you see that and they're coming back with a bad report, it's not because they're thinking that there's somebody who's higher and mightier or whatever. It's what they see. You experience what you experience at the time when you're growing up, and then versus living somewhere for years and going back to see, you have a different lens. You have a different lens. You see it differently. So when I was home, when I was reporting back to y'all, I was like, man, like, my heart hurts for it. Like, I see homelessness, I see the crime, I see murder, like, I see all of this stuff that's worse than Florida, to where I live.
Exactly.
And now, you know, so I don't want to make it about me, but I'm just saying I relate so much to that.
It's a hurtful thing to see, you know. I mean, I feel that the people themselves going to have to rise up in some shape or fashion in order for anything to get changed, because it's like it's something to the fact of, you know, each island, St. Croix, St. Thomas, St. John, they have their own senators.
Okay.
So there is either 6 or 7 senators per island. See what I'm saying?
6 or 7?
Yeah, per island.
Per island.
Yeah,
Wow.
so on St. Croix they have 6, and St. Thomas have 6, and on St. John they have 3 because it's a smaller place. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is with me is that the senators that they vote into office, these senators have to reside on the island. See what I'm saying? So these senators, their man living on the island, their man driving the roads, them every single day to go and do their man day to day. And you mean to tell me you let the place turn into this? You let the things, you driving the same exact roads, B. Them man driving the same way. They ain't have no alternate routes. They ain't taking no special parts, nothing. But them man driving in them man big car, going in. You can't even have a regular car down there now, you know. The potholes will break your whole front end.
Gosh.
The potholes is ridiculous. They don't have no direction on the road. The paint, everything gone. The bush is growing into the road. So people is now having to. How could infrastructure get so horrible that you mean to tell me that man can't even cut the grass on the side of the road?
That's
dog?
crazy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Wow. My island never been like that, boss. My island been a manicured place. When I tell you, lines on the road, grass out cut, stones paint up, everybody house taking pride. You open up, you seen the colors, everybody was there. Everything shining, everything was the way it was supposed to be. Government used to take care of the thing. Then when the grass start grow, the man send man there to cut the grass and make everything look right. But you mean to tell me the man have grass till the arm of the friggin' bush, they're out in the lane, and everybody just going around?
Is that everywhere? Or is that just
Boss,
one
the
place?
whole island's turned into a whole. This made things like manjack tree. I don't know if you know what that is, but that's a very invasive tree and plant. If you leave buildings and structures there, the manjack tree will get inside It go break up, it go break open
Wow.
your friggin' roof. It go push its way inside and destroy almost every building that it come in contact with.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So if you don't upkeep the place, and so all the elders they pass away, and they, you know, the children them leave, and the people them have the house there, they ain't going back to clean it up or do anything. And all of these houses that was like pristine and prime, and the colors was right, and they cutting the grass, all of that is now overgrown mess. My next door neighbor, this man house is abandoned. This man father died. He moved to the States and they never came back, and nobody's there to cut the grass, do it. So
Wow.
at this
So it's
point, you
just
can't
there.
see the house.
Wow. You can't say you can't see it?
You can't. It is right next to you. Been to my house.
Yeah, I've
The
been-
house right to the left. You cannot see. All you see is a little piece of the roof. The manjack tree. The house completely. Yeah.
Wow, man.
The place have to get completely knocked down because there's no saving. And the manjack tree, it start just as a little tree, and it'll push through your whole house. And so that, you know. But long story short, it is going to come to the people, which is I am part of the people. And we have to organize and mobilize and to do something to take back our island, because there's no way that I'm going to let St. Croix go down that route. I don't feel it in me.
All right, Souljah, well, you know we got your back
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
any
man,
moves
for
you
sure,
make
man.
to
That
do it too.
Yeah.
And on a lighter note, Pirate said, "Good to see you back home, Ja." And he said, "Glad you made it back safe, and it's good to see all of us chilling again."
The Angry
For
Pirate.
real.
Hey, shout out Pirate. the
Shout
son,
out
the
Pirate,
dude that
big
is
ups.
going through with us, you know what I mean? For sure.
Big ups, Pirate.
Don't mess
Yep.
with Pirate, with son. We have people over there, you know what I mean? Pirate go always ride. That's it, you know what I mean? Shout out Pirate.
That's what's up.
Man. And thoughts and prayers for for St. Croix.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers. Big
St. Croix
thoughts
for
and
sure.
prayers.
I
hope
can't
that-
speak to St.
Yo.
Thomas, but St. Croix there in a state.
Yeah, St. Croix, St. Thomas, St. John's, like all of the Virgin Islands, you know, prayers. And I hope that the government and the infrastructure is cleaned up, you know, and I hope that everything works out. I know for me over the weekend, like, man, I made a vow that I wasn't going to skip leg day no more. When I was working out, I said, I'm
You
not
do your
going to
squats?
skip.
Yeah.
Like, I was kind of like it, like lunges and like,
Yeah.
and I was listening to music. I was like, yeah, I'm going in, bro.
The
That
leg
was
they
2
hurt.
days ago.
It go
Yeah.
humble you.
Every day.
Yeah, it go humble you. you know?
Every day it gets worse.
Yes.
How does it that?
I do week on, week off, week on, week
It
off.
feel like you got
gotta-
jumped
gotta
in your
let
leg.
your muscle-
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta let your muscles grow back, and honestly, if you do something like that, you'll see the improvement easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta let your body rest. I mean, unless you training to compete for something extreme or like sports or anything, you don't need to be on an everyday basis.
Yeah.
You can week on, week off, or every 3 days, 3 days on, 3 days off. You can set something like, but you need to give your body a rest. And like, trust me, you'll get there.
You need that
Yeah.
rest. That's because legs is crazy.
I do legs once a week.
Once
Once a week I do legs, and then I do but I run I exercise 3-4 days a week, and I run every single one of them days.
Man, you look good too.
But
Yeah, so it's kind of like you do
yeah.
legs every day.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
do a 30-minute run, and then I do, different exercise, but only specifically focused on legs one particular day.
okay.
Yeah.
So you,
You
be
look
running
good,
like
too.
high?
I said that
Like
3
legs
times. I
up,
can't say it.
like, you know, marching.
Well, yeah, on the
Like when you be doing it, you be doing like that high step.
no, I just be the runner, yeah.
We live.
What'd he say? What'd he say over there?
No,
You
did he
look good.
He was like, man, you look good though. I ain't gonna lie. And it was like one time, as soon as you started, she was saying something. It's like, man, you look good. Like,
Appreciate it, bro.
yeah. So
look,
say
with,
3 times. He was like, should I say it again?
I didn't hear you, my bad, man. Look,
After 3 times, a suspect.
my bad. Look,
You look good.
with,
You said that 4 times. What are you
That's
trying
something
to
that
say?
did love what I said. That's something that did love what I said.
but look, when you get 50 years old, the body ain't the same as it used to be, and so like you have to continuously
Shit, you're 30,
stay up.
man. I'm
yeah,
feeling this
you
shit
gotta
now.
stay. Yeah, in their 30s. Yeah.
Crazy.
Look, when I
Years old, we the
Like,
only
yo,
one
this
that
is-
Yeah,
could
we
relate.
got us right here.
This is wild, man. Like, yeah.
Me and you's the only one that could relate.
That's-
Rob. You know what I mean?
that's
Your body starts really
Don't
does-
believe LaRue.
It really does start to catch up to everything you
3.
did previously in life.
yeah,
So
yep.
yeah,
30
take care of it.
gang.
30 gang for you. Hey, down there, I get carded, B.
Ooh,
And
you got
the man-
carded?
I get carded,
You
and the man tell
look
me,
older than the 30-year-old.
no, he tell me that he's no way that he could serve me liquor.
What?
Yeah, my brother is
He
a
thought you was
witness,
too
Bob.
young. I mean, you don't look.
I
You know,
mean,
how
I
old
try
is
and tell
40?
you everything's still looking right and tight, you know what I mean? So I think that I could hold my own because I didn't expect to get carded. You know?
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't card you.
Yeah, me
Why?
too.
Because the one thing, the reason why is because you're a hater.
But on another note, hey man, if you're tuned in, thank you so much. We're the Hot Mangoes Seed Podcast. We are the platform that drills down to the seed on everything related to cryptocurrency, to the marijuana industry, the gaming industry, music, relationships, and so much more, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know us, man, we are here based in Orlando, Florida, the beautiful. And goddamn, I'm so sick of rain and hurricane season. Forgive me for saying God's name in vain, but Milton Bradley, that's what I'm gonna call him. Milton Bradley's on the way.
For a strong storm. Who's scared of him, Milton? Milton's coming. Milton. Milton. Get my brother Milton on you.
No, that's not what we're gonna do.
Milton ain't gonna scare nobody.
Hey, because see, these are Floridians talking.
Yeah.
I'm not Florida. Milton can be dangerous. So for y'all that
Facts.
don't know, man, like, so just over the last week or so, we've got this forecast. I know last week on the podcast, Bless wasn't here, but we talked about Hurricane Helene. We're just talking about that, how it affected North Carolina, all the way up in Georgia, South Carolina, parts of Florida. You know, all these people who are dealing with floods and with damage, and there was over 200 plus deaths, man. Rest in peace to all of them.
Yeah, rest in peace.
But now it's like not even 2 weeks later, we're now seeing Hurricane Milton, which was a little activity that was out in the Gulf. It started to form. Now it's a Cat 1 as of today. And what's scary and interesting about this one is a lot of times us here in Central Florida, at least since I've lived here, we have been lucky, right? We kind of get like, if it's going to come on the Gulf side, which is the Tampa side, and it's going to come, a lot of times it just brushes the coast. We're in Central Florida, so we don't feel it. If it comes on the Atlantic side and it brushes the Atlantic side, we don't really feel it. Every once in a while, we have storms. See, and these are OGs. These are OG hurricane goers.
OG, triple
around me.
OG.
But then there's the times where it will come up the gut of Florida and it'll impact the Central Florida. But still, nothing has been crazy. This one right now, Milton, is like a side straight across.
Yeah.
Ain't no dodging this if you're in Florida.
Yeah. Orlando's in the center right now.
Yeah.
So this was projected to make landfall on Wednesday evening. They're saying this could be a Cat 1 through a Cat upwards of a Cat 4. So how do you guys feel, the
I
OGs?
saw Cat 4.
Yeah?
I see Cat 4.
How do the OGs feel right now? Because this one ain't no like, oh, it might go far left, it might go right.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Yeah. There's no matter again.
I'm I ain't gonna lie. For the first time, I can say I'm a little worried. I know here in Central Florida, by the time it gets to my side of town or most of our sides of town, it's gonna lose a lot of its strength. But the fact that it's coming almost like head on to us, you know what I mean? And granted, that area is going to take the hardest hit, so I pray for them heavily. But this is going straight up the middle, you know what I mean? And it's always been, like you said, off to the side. This one is, we're getting this direct.
So let me say something, though. As you say, Tampa, like in everything that I've seen since living here, Tampa has never been hit.
They've been hit.
It's been hit.
It's not a, like
I
a
mean,
direct,
not with a-
direct
not with a
landfall.
major.
Direct
Yeah,
landfall.
since he's been
So
here.
Yeah.
I automatically think like this is gonna go north of Tampa or south of Tampa because Tampa don't get hit.
It's going to get hit
It's
this time.
about to.
And let me tell you, it's going to get hit this time. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's
Yeah.
specifically for the reason why right now over like the Panhandle, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, all of that, the pressure, that have a pressure that going across.
Pushing it down,
is,
yeah.
No, it's right there. So it's above Tallahassee, Jacksonville. So that's why it's not going to go up like how we normally would go because it's right in that pressure ridge. So that pressure go all the way offshore. That's how come it's literally... Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to go
The rain.
across. They haven't had a storm that enter from that direction in over 100 years. I think this says like 90.
Yes.
No, yeah, that come
Well, yeah,
across
that-
the state.
yeah,
Florida,
from
the way
west
it's
to
coming
east.
across, yeah.
because it's not going to go up.
We've
It's going
had
to go
east
completely
to west.
across and into the water.
So let me
You know what I
explain
mean?
too what he means by pressure. So the pressure, what he's saying is
low pressure.
There's a low pressure that's almost like a force, not a force field,
jet
but
stream
a force
kinda.
that pushes any activity down. So like because there's this pressure that he's saying that's over Jacksonville, Tallahassee, that's about the cutoff of Florida. So that's North Florida. So everything else that's below North Florida is going to get pushed down. And I think there still is, close as it is, there's still the chance of it just, and I'm not wishing this on anybody, but the chance of it just going all the way south towards Miami and coming in down there and then it's going up.
Gotta worry
no way.
next week. Unfortunately.
You said there's another one behind it?
Yeah.
But
Boy.
but this one
Scheduled
being
for like the 15th. It was supposed to actually come here as well, but it looks like the low pressure system after Milton is going to push it further into the Keys in South Florida. Unfortunately, and those places are also places that really can't get ravaged by a high impact storm.
All those people that live on the coast, you should know better. I mean, we can pray for
Yeah.
you, but you should know better. Living in Florida or tropical.
At least know to evacuate.
if you live on the anywhere on the west coast of Florida right now,
Come to
it's
Orlando.
highly advised that you try to find somewhere more inland.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, this is unprecedented.
It's
For
never
it to
been
come
done
at the angle it's coming. I'm looking at it in the Gulf of Mexico, and the angle is just almost like something running head on into
Straight
you,
across.
into Florida. And this isn't. I think by the time it gets to us, it's gonna lose a lot of steam. Be like
That's the next thing I wanted
one
to
to one
address.
to a two
Yeah.
category.
That's one thing I wanted to address. It's not going to lose power like that on this run because of since it's from west to east. And remember, the peninsula of Florida is not mountainous. So it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
have-
you're right.
It's
It's
mountain
open land.
is
Yeah,
what
you're
shares
right.
it. Okay, so if it fictitiously come in at a 4, right? So it'll slam into Tampa as a 4. Because of the angle that it come in at, and there's no mountains, so it will maintain a decent amount of power. Like on the other end, on the other end it'll be a 1 when it
1,
come
yeah.
out, when it completely cross the peninsula. But like when it reach to the middle, it'll be like
3
a
or
3 or a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can get a
2.5,
2. The reason why I
2.5.
said that it's going to lose a lot of power is because it said before it hits land, it's already going to be losing some power. So
Because
it's
it's
supposed
shear.
to go to a 4, and right before it hits land, it's supposed to drop to a 3.
I think they've been wrong on
Yeah.
a lot of
So,
occasions.
so
on
tell
that
me
too.
this then.
So no matter what, it's going to hit us.
So tell me
Yeah.
this.
But we getting hit regardless.
So
Yeah.
one of my biggest
We
reference
could.
points is always one of my biggest reference points is always Ian. Ian came into South Florida, Fort Myers, and it slammed that as a high category 4, almost a 5, and the eye went straight across, almost I-4. Right. So in comparison to that, what is your nervous level? Your whatever anxiety with this one compared to that?
I always have anxiety. I suffer from wind trauma or PTSD.
Okay.
So whenever it comes to a hurricane or a severe thunderstorm, I get high anxiety because I almost died in a tornado.
Okay.
So I do have that problem, but at the same time, I just want to be around people so we die together.
Keep it 100.
You went way dark. I was just asking. Compare Ian to that. I don't know how we got there.
Ian,
We gotta
Ian
die
was,
together.
Ian was light work for us.
So you think that was light work in
For
compared to this?
us.
So do you think this will be more?
And it wasn't light work for us. You remember how underwater downtown was for like a week?
Yeah.
Orlando, period.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what do you think in comparison? Like
This
right
one
now?
seems to have a lot more rain.
Okay.
And
More rain?
a lot
You,
of
you
wind.
hear the rain right now?
This is the low pressure system.
Yeah, this is
the
a
low
separate
pressure.
storm.
Yeah.
This is a
This
separate
is-
storm.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
This
saying
is
this
what's
shit, it
steering.
started. It's just letting you know, like,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. So
Whatever his name is.
I'm about to pull up and run the
Yeah.
corner.
So let me ask you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's a little bit concerning.
It is?
I mean, I'm not worried about it. But I telling you, like,
worried.
I know, I never worry.
I mean,
but
I'm
I
always
just saying
worried.
about it, you know,
You can't
Always
control.
worried.
it's going to
I
be
can't control
something a little bit more
Well,
different than what we used to, and
Yeah.
especially in Florida, you're going to from this one, you should understand the dynamics of a hurricane. Is what I say. Like so,
Yeah.
when they come across and you see that the power that is going to even for us inland, because it's not just the tip of the hurricane. They have some shear right at the top. That's where the pressure is. The hurricane have to hug that for the shear to start shearing it out and lose its power. This one is like a bounce off of the pressure, and it's a little bit below that pressure point. You see what I mean? So the shearing winds, what does dissipate the hurricanes and weaken it, is not right on it. So it's a little bit more so. So that's what's causing it to intensify rapidly right now.
So what do you? Okay, worst case scenario, the eye wall comes right across Orlando.
It's going to come
Oh,
across
then
and
we
going
gonna
to
get
lash
smacked.
it.
Gonna be
And
some
we get-
damage.
What is Orlando? What is the result of that?
Flooding.
Yeah, flooding, wind damage
No
for
more
sure.
flooding.
Yeah, no power probably
Yeah.
for a few days.
People
weeks.
roof, some people roof go and so because with a 2 and a 3, something going to go.
Something going, yeah. It's gonna be some property damage for sure.
Property
But
damage,
I'm
trees
more
down
worried
for sure.
about. I think it's gonna be a lot more flooding
That's what
Yeah, but
than
lot of
anything,
flooding.
and that's what I'm
It's
worried
been
about.
raining a lot
Yeah.
this year.
So let me get to the
Yeah.
question I really want to ask. Did LaRue leave?
No.
you here now. You can't leave. You have a house.
Hey, you an OG now?
Yeah, you're an
Oh, yeah,
OG
you got a
now.
house
You
now.
have a house, so you better
You got a
make
house
sure you
now.
button down your arch.
You know what?
them.
Henny,
Planted.
Henny is my gauge. If Henny's ready to go, I'm ready to go.
I always leave.
Henny
man.
always,
Henny always goes.
Whenever it's above a 2, I
Yeah.
have to leave because I work from home.
Okay.
And my mom's house isn't like my house. My house is still old school. I got the grid where if something go down up the street, it's
Everything
going
go
down
down,
for
yeah.
me too. But my mom's a brand new house. Their grid is underground. They typically don't lose power. So I like to go out there.
So are you going out there?
I plan to, but we gonna see.
Nah, be right it down. And isn't your job in Orlando? So
They are.
so that the if it come to Orlando, wouldn't your job be on the list too?
Well, truthfully, yes.
Okay.
But an out of state company would treat you a little better
Well, hey, let me
than
tell
a
you.
Florida company.
Let me
A Florida
tell you.
company's
Yeah.
gonna want you to be there tomorrow.
What if them
Tomorrow
get
we will
damaged?
be at work the next
We
day.
will be there the next day. That's what I'm
Everybody.
saying.
But what I'm saying,
An out of
if it-
state company would be like, take the week.
If it peel off the roof, how we go walk?
I mean,
You go
they
to
gonna
another
want you to
building.
come to the building.
No, it rip off all
gonna
the
want you to
building.
come to the building.
Yeah,
Let me
they
tell
want
you,
you to come to the building.
They have situation where it rip off every roof, you know. So I
Yeah.
said, if
Right.
it rip off all of the roofs, them and it cannot
Now,
operate.
I will say this about Full Sail. They do protect their people, so
Yeah.
they will shut things down.
Shut
they
it
won't
down.
let us.
Got to be
They won't
safe.
let us be in there when it's
Exactly.
dangerous. Full Sail
Because
definitely
it go
protects
have
its
down
people. Yeah,
power lines, it go
Yeah.
have down trees for sure. It go be flooding. It go be physical damage on buildings. So
Yeah.
you have to imagine that's putting your.
I've seen
employees
them
in
close
danger.
one of the buildings before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them
One,
close
not
one.
one.
Well, because it was the only
just
one that
one.
had the water damage. in it.
So T.
Yeah.
Rob,
What's up?
How about you? What's your nervous level? Are you
On
nervous?
on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably more of a 6 or 7.
That's high.
Not really. Like a 6 or 7 to me is survivable.
What were
know
you
what I mean?
during Ian?
Ian, well, see, there's a difference though. No, because Ian, I was kind of new to the. He's trying to look for Ian. I was.
That was my scariest one.
Okay, let me tell you what we did with Ian. Let me tell you what we did with Ian. We barbecued for 8 days straight.
No, that was Irma.
That was Irma?
Yeah.
Oh, well, see, there's so many of them. So I don't know which one was Ian. All I know is none of the hurricanes had me shook, but my first one, I was a lot worried because I didn't know what hurricanes do.
Right.
But after I've been here for a while and I'm talking to a lot of people and I'm like, their houses have been standing for 30, 40 years. They've been through all these hurricanes and they still living. And it's like, okay, people will get hurt. People will have property damage, but 99% of us will make it through this okay.
Right.
You know what I
Well,
mean? So my worry level
you right.
is never to a point of panic.
You right.
You know what I mean?
Never
But this
to
is
a
what I
point
want
of
people to
panic.
do. I want all of you that are living in the state of Florida that's watching us right now. I want y'all to go on YouTube and look up flash flood videos, and I want you to binge them. I want you to watch them so that you're aware of what a flash flood actually is, because we hear it all the time, and most of us have never seen it. But a flash flood ain't no joke. So I want y'all to watch these videos and get yourself ready in case of a flash flood warning, so you know what you need to do. That's it.
I approve this message.
Yeah.
Nah, man, they approve.
That's what they're dealing with in North Carolina.
Yeah.
In the mountains.
What about you, Rob? What's your nervous level right now?
0.5 out of 10.
This man don't give a rat's ass about none of that.
Wait, no, let's analyze this. A 0.5 out of 10. He's not even a little.
He don't
That's a
give a
0.5.
He don't give a
That's
Smidge
just
a little bit, moved a little bit. Yeah.
That's how you feel.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's a storm. What can I do?
It's coming straight at Orlando.
Okay.
It could be a Cat 4.
All right.
0.5.
How I'm going to defend them outside of what being in the basement, which Florida doesn't have.
Yeah, it's not too
what else
good.
can
I wouldn't want to be in one.
Yeah, you could probably dead in that basement.
Drown in the basement here.
So what?
You could living in Florida if that's why it's not here, and plus
Yeah.
it's a pretty much Florida's a whole swamp, right?
Yep.
Yes. It
So
is.
yeah, hey, you already know.
We gotta unpack this.
But
How do you prepare with 0.05 for this storm coming, Milton?
He ain't even buy water.
I got water. I learned my lesson the first time with that one though.
Yeah.
So make sure to have water. That's
it.
I can tell anybody, just make sure you have water. Make sure you have water. Bud, tuna, fruit. No, you're good.
Tuna, fruit, and weed.
That's it.
Tuna, fruit, and weed.
Hey, that's all I can
Tuna, fruit, and herbs.
And if I got power, video games
Yep.
and
You ain't
Netflix
never
streaming.
lied.
Yeah,
You ain't never lied.
Yeah.
We're running that 2K
if I wanna
marathon.
Keep it blunt, basic nigga routine.
Yeah, Rob
bro,
be
yeah,
like
like,
Gambit. He like
Just keep it
ooh,
real
ooh.
simple. You know, don't stress. And if something happens, then act accordingly. You know, you got to do what you got to do.
So let me summarize this. If you're stranded on Rob Island,
Oh, you're gonna be great.
you gonna have
He was about to say you be. He was about to say fuck. He changed it at the last second.
He was about to say you fuck. I know that's what you was about to say. I see it too.
if you're stranded on Rob Island, you're gonna have unlimited tuna, unlimited fruit,
Unlimited
Unlimited herbs.
unlimited herbs.
Hopefully power.
I mean, that song right to me. You
And I
know.
love that. You getting a little bit of fish.
Tuna
you get
is
some
chicken
fruit,
at the
depending
sea, you
on
know.
whatever. Yeah, chicken
Yeah,
at the sea.
chicken at the sea.
Shout out to Jessica Simpson. And,
What?
Good stuff.
But yo, on another note, let's go ahead and segue. We've spent a lot of time on that.
It was fun though.
Last but not least, hey, just make sure that you prepare. This is coming.
Yeah,
If you're
prepare.
in Central Florida, you're listening. It's coming. We can't,
and if you have a girlfriend,
yesterday.
keep extra toilet paper.
Yeah.
If you have a girlfriend,
Or
Yeah.
a wifey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
keep extra toilet paper.
I told her
Yeah.
to stay out.
If she got a big
Stay up
booty,
back to
you need two loads
everybody get
extra.
their own roll.
But look,
Everybody.
here's some good news though to report. So, the September jobs report was recently released, and there were 254,000 new jobs added, and they were far exceeding the projections by economists. And most of these jobs, right, and this is great for the election. I know T's gonna jump in. A lot of these jobs. So out of those 254,000 jobs, 69,000 were food and beverage sector jobs, 45,000 were healthcare jobs, 31,000 were government jobs, 27,000 were social assistance type of jobs, and construction jobs made up 25,000 of those. So that's really great to see. And another great sign for the economy was there was a 4% increase in hourly wages. Also, inflation is significantly lower than it was this time last year, as well as stocks are starting to move up, and that's great news. So another great report, crime is down in 2024 in comparison to other years.
Yeah,
in
it don't
America.
seem like it. but
Seriously.
Really.
It doesn't, right? So according to the justice.com, justice.gov, preliminary data from 88 cities shows that violent crime has continued to decline considerably in 2024, including 16.9% decline in murder,
That's huge.
7.5% decrease in rape, 3.4% decrease in aggravated assault, and 5.2% decrease in robbery.
I don't know.
Nice.
I mean, it sound good, but
We getting
I
a
don't
lot more
know.
cameras. That's why.
So
I just saw the ex-mayor of New York got jumped with his stepson the other day. I don't know.
Oh wow.
Look,
and
no,
that's not funny, but
He
it's
gave
funny.
Diddy the key to the city, so that's what happened.
you know what though?
I
The
thought
way.
Eric Adams gave it to him.
No, the bald head mayor, the one that got arrested.
Oh yeah, he
not
got
him.
arrested.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about the one before him, the blind guy.
Oh yeah, no, the bald head
He
one that
just
got
got
arrested.
jumped.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no.
No, he
This
couldn't
is
see
so
the guy
professional. I
coming. That's
gotta
messed
pee. I'm
up.
so sorry.
What? So while he doing that,
While he's doing that, we take
I can
over.
tell y'all this right now. One thing I noticed is that when I first moved down here, every single day there was a murder on the news.
Oh yeah.
Every day, like it, and it was nonstop for years.
Yeah.
I haven't been seeing it as much. It's still murders every week, multiple times, but compared to like, there was a point where you get 2-3 murders a day on the news.
Well, you moved down here in the middle of the war.
Yeah, it was definitely a war going on.
Yeah.
So I could tell you firsthand because I was blown away. I was like, this is supposed to be Disney.
Yeah,
I was like, this is supposed to be Disney, and they murdering like this the murder capital down here, right? And so,
You know Mickey
so
Mouse or
now,
something.
and y'all know me, I stay glued to the news. So now I'm not seeing that as, but it's still there. It's
because now you're getting caught like in 4K.
in 4K. Yeah, yeah.
Caught in 4K.
So
like, now you because now you like, oh yeah, I didn't do it, but yeah, now there's
Yeah.
a Tesla. There's
That Tesla catch them Julio.
Yeah.
Your neighbor.
in
and
my
all that,
neighborhood,
and all
every
that.
single house got video cameras.
Nice.
Every house.
Yeah.
So no matter what you do in our neighborhood, you're getting caught by 10, 20 different cameras going down the road.
Was it Ring?
Ring camera.
The Ring cameras, yeah.
Everywhere now that's active.
Yeah.
And then especially if they're pushing EVs and imagine there's a Tesla everywhere,
Yeah.
it's,
Oh, the Tesla
it's
got
in drone mode or whatever they call it. It's automatically recording every time. You get
Yeah.
caught.
That's
No
how they
matter
catch
what.
them Julio, man.
But
Yeah.
you know,
in 4D, you know.
the-
In 4K, yeah, you know.
the reason why everyone thinks that crime was going up so badly isn't because every day on the news every day somebody was getting murdered, but every day on the news you hear people talking about crimes getting worse. It's terrible in the city, but if you look at Republicans and they spread it and they talk, it's anything you say over and over again, sooner or later people start believing. But I've seen it firsthand. Like I said, every day there was 2 to 3 murders a day. That has dramatically decreased as far as what's on the news. You still get the people talking about crime is getting worse, but I'm like, I ain't heard nobody got killed yesterday. Like,
Yeah.
there was a period of years where it was every day continuously somebody was getting murdered over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Cameras
Man,
now.
like I
People radicalized out here, bro.
I said
Yeah.
it was measured over 88 cities, right? So that's not every city
Okay.
in America.
yeah.
88 of the worst.
I honestly don't
Because
know.
did they get any stats from Chicago?
Yeah, Chirac. There's somebody getting right now in Chirac.
But I mean, on the real, like
Shout
any
out.
decrease is good news, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no
absolutely.
Like I was reading off rape, aggravated assault, robbery, like these things.
That's crazy about just those numbers. So does mean just the rest of that percent? You say 16%.
That's a big drop.
That does mean 84% is still out there.
Yeah, exactly. still learning rapid.
You still go get
Rape,
shot.
rape need to be down
What shot
100%.
you be?
But how do you
100.
think? How do you think like this kind of report like plays into like the jobs report? Crimes are down. How do you think this plays into the election?
I could tell you.
Do
Heavy.
you think
I think
that?
it panders into
Do you think that
Heavy.
people even like? I mean, I know us, and I say us that are. I can't even use the word woke because everybody listens to different.
Nah, I'm woke.
Because
I'm woke. I ride that.
Very that
And I
word.
will-
It all
I just
matters.
hear-
It really matters what news outlet you tune into. If you tune into something that's telling you that this side of the government or whatever is
Doing
causing this,
Yeah.
then you're gonna believe that if versus you know.
Yeah, I
It's
blame,
called paying
I blame
attention.
these
not
rich
being woke.
folks,
Yeah.
these
No, see-
billionaires for causing the issue with the word woke. And that's mostly because they don't want you to be.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, most of y'all's Lord and Savior,
Woke.
was woke as
Woke just means
I
Yeah.
don't know the savior.
attention.
No, the definition
I
of
didn't
woke
say
is just what you say. It's understanding
Jesus
what's
was woke.
going on around you in your world, and for them to demonize the word woke is like that's. So you telling me I'm bad because I'm smart?
Right. Because
Like,
you're
how,
paying
and the
attention.
fact that we're letting them take this word from us
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
they
even when
attribute
they're
to
not
the
taking
commando.
they're not taking woke
When
from
you
me.
say
I'm
woke,
probably
that
woke.
That suggests that you were asleep.
Yeah.
Right.
So when you say just pay attention, means just
Nah,
Yeah,
cats is
Because
still asleep.
woke wasn't meaning that, the man take the word and they transmute it into whatever them man want it to be. Because I
Elon
remember,
Musk did that.
but I remember thing like wearing the ankh, right?
Yeah.
The ankh and being woke and all of these things was attributed to being a good, like
good
this
thing.
man woke, this man
It
aware.
is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now we say you woke, the man was like, oh no, we don't want no woke propaganda and this and that.
Yeah, I'm
and we
woke
have
all day.
SSG and they have so much thing going on. You know what I mean? The man don't understand that.
because all groups, even in the ones
They
we don't
demonize
agree with,
everything.
are
Whatever
using
is
the word
good,
woke.
they go turn bad. You know what I mean? Like it was woke. Everybody was on an aware level, like trying to awake more people. They're saying you
Yes.
connect to the matrix. Now all of a sudden, woke is you don't know what you're talking about. Your eyes closed.
I don't give him. I don't give him permission to take that word from me.
No, they can't.
It ain't happening.
That woke thing, the mentality that these billionaires are trying to push, or that narrative about woke, comes from the fact that they don't like Black Lives Matter.
That
Because
did
the
kind
Black
of
Lives
right.
Matter.
You're right.
And then everyone was saying the word woke, but woke was around way before Black
You are
Lives
right.
Matter.
Yeah,
She
right.
So
She right.
they're taking the Black Lives Matter aspect of woke and trying to create some demonic
Division
Yeah.
and stuff.
division.
them
Y'all need to chill out.
They need to
because
chill out,
when your
man.
workers wake up and they stop making that bullshit you out here selling, then what?
Man, you better preach it.
Let me tell you,
Go ahead.
Henny, get on it,
Tell
get
'em,
on it
Henny.
up, get on it and tell them man
Tell
what
'em,
a
Henny.
skunt be.
Yeah.
Seriously.
ignorance is
But
bliss.
as far as the numbers go, how does it? You said how does it play into politics?
Yeah, how do
Okay,
you think
so
it plays?
yeah, I'm not letting the politics go, man. I'm not letting it go, right? But like you said, how does it play into politics? So here's how it plays into politics, right? So for years, the Republicans, MAGA more specifically, has been screaming crime is terrible, crime is getting worse, crime is getting worse, crime is getting worse, right? And one thing I tell my students every month, numbers don't lie.
They don't.
You can talk all that trash you want, but numbers don't lie. So here's what they expected. They expected everyone to fall in line with that the world is crumbling kind of thing. They pull them numbers out. Now they got to eat their words because these are actual statistics being shown that right before this election, things ain't what you saying it is, right? And how they gonna prove it otherwise? There ain't no other real facts are facts. The alternative facts don't replace real facts, right? And so, so they thought that you know. Things weren't going to go good. The job numbers were going to go down. They thought all this was going to happen. It's going to make Kamala look terrible, even though she's not the one making policy. She's enforcing Biden's policy.
Facts.
But anyway, so they were thinking this was going to make the numbers go down, right? So at the same time, when the feds did the rate cuts, and he did a 50% rate cut, everyone was saying, oh, they had to do 50% because the economy's crumbling so bad. It's about to go, even though the stock exchange had already hit its all-time high like 40 times this year. So they're saying it's all going bad, but with the job numbers still being good, even when he's doing the rate cuts, now it's saying that these numbers are lining up perfectly. We have what we call the golden scenario. And it's so good of a scenario where the inflation's coming down, but the job numbers are going up. That's exactly how it's supposed to go. But most of the time the governments don't get it that way. Right. And so now it's making it went from there's a possibility that they messed up and the economy's about to crash to Bidenomics actually is working.
Bidenomics
actually is working, and you cannot dispute.
But you
facts.
want to know why? You want to know what they're going to say?
I'm broke.
You see now that everything going good, right? Hey, you see now that everything going good, right? And things is getting on the up and up, and the numbers didn't equate to what them man think it was going to be.
Yeah.
You know what they're going to say, right?
What's that?
They're going to say Trump hand this man this economy.
Of course, the economy it only went up because Trump's going to get back in
Economy and
office.
Trump, I don't know,
Get
but
outta
I
here.
want to tell y'all something though.
broke 'cause of Trump.
Something down there that hit me when I was down back home. Like these man, I don't think they get to vote for president. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if USVI, correct me if I wrong, get to vote for president. But anyway, we went to buy a door for my mother's house. The man that was selling us the door, this man take off his glasses and the man plead to me and my brother Bob. You could testify that this happened. The man plead. He was like, hey, whatever you do up there, mobilize all of the youth and all of the people and make sure that they vote against that Donald Trump.
Yes.
The man was so serious about it. Like the man, it was heartfelt. Like it was so heartfelt because he say, if the man get in today, the whole thing done.
It's all done.
Yeah, the whole thing done.
the
So
sake
that's
of the
what I'm saying.
islands.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
way back there, that's the thing. I was like, hey, I could do my best, you know what I mean? I could only do as far as my platform and how we go, but I'm going to make sure I spread the word out, you know what I mean? And make sure that we could have a better future, you know what I'm saying? I can't see that under Donald Trump. And it's not because, of the hatred of, I hate this man and I hate this one. No, when you break it down to what the policies is and what going to happen and what actions are they going to take, one have a plan and one don't. And that's
Got
all I could
concepts.
say. Exactly. You can't have a concept of a plan and think that because, if it wasn't for, rest in peace his soul, John McCain, if it wasn't for John McCain, they would have completely eradicate Obamacare and take away healthcare for millions of people. And it was John McCain, the health bill that they wanted to propose. John McCain went through it and he couldn't agree with it, even though he himself was a Republican.
Yeah.
And he came down and give it that thumbs down, which is now historic thumbs down. And that is literally the
John
people.
McCain,
Look,
Yeah.
let me tell you how
John
historic.
McCain.
Let me tell you how
RIP,
historic
Dad.
John McCain is.
Yeah, man.
He just had brain surgery.
And
He
come
left the hospital.
Yeah.
Went to Congress, got on the floor, and without saying a word, put the thumbs
He
down.
didn't even do it just like that. He was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
your
What
mother
if his nerves was
look
supposed
at
to go up because
What
of
if his
surgery?
nerves, Rob? Oh, Rob. Yeah.
I
That
don't
was
know, I
real.
just
That was
think-
real.
I think that like a lot of us are dealing with like having lower amounts of money in our pockets because of the Trump administration. And a lot of the people that's been talking to me about Trump been like, oh, well, he's going to lower taxes and do this. I was like, not for us. He didn't lower them for us before.
Nope.
So if he did lower them for you, you must have a business. But he did not lower taxes for the American people. I don't care how much y'all try to say that. I know what I paid and I know where I'm at.
sorry, man.
Yeah, no,
Facts.
no sorry necessary.
No sorry
and there are
necessary.
30
Trump is for the
days.
trap.
We're 30 days. No, we're not 30
Yeah,
days.
it's less than that now.
What is
29 or
today?
something.
Today is
What's
what?
today's date?
Today's the 5th.
That means it's
Today's
30
the
days.
6th.
Six,
We have
yeah.
29 days.
Count down.
Yeah, it's the
29
sixth,
I
yeah.
believe
I
that
gotta pay
today-
Yeah, it's the 6th. It's my dad's birthday today.
Is
6.
it Monday the last day to register to vote?
I think so in Florida.
I think in Florida, if you're in Florida, the last day to register to vote is Monday. There's so much going on, that we have a storm on the way or whatnot, but definitely voting this year. You heard the man in St. Croix.
Echo the message. He said that that man can't do nothing to make the vote go through. But he say for the sake of the people and because he was explaining about how it all trickled down from under Donald Trump and how that's what start to create the atmosphere of what is now taking over the island with infrastructure and
Facts.
things like stifling, and then so what to my understanding is that the governor took a page out of Trump book and he started running the economy like how Trump do it and he only doing it for himself and he's robbing the people and this is his second term.
So weak
Yeah,
right now.
that's all the infrastructure. He taking all the money, everything, and then there's no money left for people to cut the grass, even to fix the roads. They have to
Wow.
the roads is closed. You
You
come
just
out there,
sparked a memory for me, dog.
yeah, that's it.
You just sparked a strong memory for me. Okay.
What's
So we
that?
just dealing with Helene, right?
Yeah.
And all of the stuff going on and the loss of lives, prayers to everybody there, but they're capitalizing on the fact that Donald Trump was on the ground. He was out there meeting with people and doing this and doing that. I don't know. Did y'all forget about Hurricane Maria?
Or he
And
was
Donald
throwing-
Trump was in Puerto Rico.
Alley-ooping.
Alley-ooping paper towels to people.
Paper towels.
Man, like, wait.
You get a paper
So,
towel.
and he didn't do nothing. These people were still stuck for months.
Yeah.
In Puerto
after
Rico
the
was over a
hurricane.
year.
Yeah.
Over a year, they were
Over a
still
year,
struggling with
sorry.
parts with no
Total
electricity.
Y'all need to get it right in Puerto Rico. We're
Yo,
Yep.
I just thought about that, and then thought about all the pandering he's doing right now in the swing states.
But look, check this out. The way that they try to play it, though, was like after a couple days after the hurricane hit, he got on and was like, look, Kamala Harris is nowhere to be found. She's not on the ground. Where's Joe Biden, your president? And like they were already like, we're not gonna go there and disrupt. We're not gonna do a photo op like you would.
Yeah,
Yo,
you're just doing it for publicity.
You're a photo op, just the way you went in front of the church with the Bible and,
Upside down.
Yeah, upside down, and then you walked across the street and directed the protesters to be, abused and sprayed and all that. Like, let's not
Right.
even go there.
Yeah.
But
That's a whole
Yeah,
And then on a note with that, as far as politicians are concerned, with FEMA,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah,
y'all
the
seen. They've been
lies.
putting out, they've been going crazy with lies of FEMA's not
So
doing their
many
job,
lies.
and the problems they're causing are getting people angry. FEMA's been getting death threats. The members of FEMA have been getting death threats because of the Republicans. Let me tell y'all something. When the last vote for building FEMA and making it stronger, the Republican Party voted no on giving FEMA more funds.
Shit.
The Republican
that.
Party.
Right.
The Republican Party basically said, we don't need extra help from the government. Let us take care of it ourselves. So when these states are having problems and they're blaming FEMA would have had more money if Congress would have passed it.
and
Death
you know the
Santis.
lie.
Death
Remember what he
Santos.
did
Oh
during
my
Ian?
gosh.
But
yes.
What was it, Ian, right?
Yeah,
During Ian, he refused FEMA's help for our people that
Emergency.
really needed help. He refused emergency help.
I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if that happened, but
That happened.
No, he did.
I know also like
Yeah,
some, of,
that's-
some of the lies that have been told too is that Trump's been at rallies saying that they used the funds for FEMA to pay the immigrants.
Yeah.
That's
What
why the
immigrants?
immigrants.
FEMA came out and denied it. The mayors, the governors of the states also came out and denied it.
I mean, how much lie this man go tell before he just become
Yeah.
like, I mean, like, I don't get it, man. They they stuck in a daze. They can't see the true man that's standing up before them, It's like they stuck in this world where it's like too much tribalism and too much people want to say is mine versus yours instead of the commonality and the goodness of the people.
Coming together.
Exactly. It's too much is this side versus that side. The man ain't seeing it to come together as one,
But again, Monday, if I'm not mistaken, Monday is the cutoff to register to vote if you're in the state of Florida, man, and wherever you are. I'm sure right now it's probably too late to register, but if you're registered to vote, I highly recommend that you do that. Don't just sit and watch your world be ran, be a part of it, make your vote count. Again, if you're tuned in right now, man, thank you so much. We're the weed
Weed podcast.
we are the Hot Mango Seed Podcast. You can follow us on our social media platforms. We're also looking for sponsors that want to align with our brand. If your brand aligns with ours and our audience, then we'd love to work with you. We support marijuana, recreational use, recreational legalization.
Amendment 3.
Amendment 3. That's gonna be
Amendment
Oh,
3.
yes. Amendment 3.
Oh, yes.
November 5th. We'll be voting on that here in Florida. We support gaming. We support cryptocurrency. We support stocks, the housing market. We support healthy resolutions, innovative, healthy lifestyle living. If you feel that we align together, reach out, man. We're on all social media platforms. We would love to work with you. So now's the time to where we go around the table and we spotlight, shout out individuals or groups that we see doing amazing things in the community, using their gifts and their talents to make the world a better place. Today happens to be my turn, and who I would like to shout out, I would like to shout out this group right here.
Hey, we are
The hot,
family.
the Hot Mango Seed Podcast crew. King T,
That's me.
Henny Skywalker,
Yo.
Souljah Bless, Rob Rader, and you can't see him, but Scott.
Scott
Behind the
Scott.
scenes.
You know how it goes,
Scott
Scott T.
Tripler. Scott Tripler.
So this episode that you're tuned into right now makes episode number 20 of season 2. Every week, this group shows up and makes it happen. They set aside their egos, their personal issues, and they're here present
We not
for you
fighting.
to see. For you that don't know, we do not get paid for this, and often in reality, our numbers are not impressive. But we do this because we see an opportunity to make the world a better place. We see an opportunity as individuals and a family that we have something to offer you that could be valuable, that could maybe motivate your mind, turn you into an entrepreneur or somebody who sees like instead of buying those new Jordans, you can buy some crypto stock. That sees a relationship that maybe I could improve this relationship by doing A, B, and C. I'm proud of this platform, and I look forward to the thousands of episodes that we do in the future. So thank you all. You are the spotlight. Shout out.
That's it. We made
That's
it.
me. That's me. That's
Mommy,
me.
we make it, my son.
Yep, there.
That's me. That's
So
me.
then
That's me.
the jewel of the day. My jewel of the day today is to be a motivator and not an enabler. Today, I want to encourage you to be a motivator and not an enabler. First off, what is an enabler? An enabler is one who enables another to persist in self-destructive behavior by providing excuses or by making it possible to avoid the consequences of such behavior. In other words, approving of bad behavior and poor decision making. So now, what is a motivator? A motivator is someone who motivates or propels others forward. In other words, someone who promotes growth and pushes those around them forward. There's a thin line between helping and enabling. It's okay to help people. It's not okay to let people take advantage of you. But I can tell you this. I'm not a psychologist, and I can't tell you the exact signs to looking for. But remember this, people will tell you what you want to hear all day long, but their actions, if they're not aligning with the words that they say, or they're not giving the effort that they should be given, or you're making an excuse for their choices, it's a high chance that you're an enabler. Enabling causes stress, worry, frustration, and resentment. While motivating can be rewarding. It can be a rewarding outcome. So be a motivator. Long but not short. We are the Hot Mango Seed Podcast. And until next time, thank you for tuning in. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Make sure you vote. Free Palestine. Free Gaza. Free Congo. Free Sudan.
Yeah,
Free
who else?
Sudan.
And
Free
get
me.
ready.
Just
Get
free
ready for
anybody that
everything.
needs it.
Don't
Get
forget
ready.
to click that bell notification. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. You already know X. Any platform that you could think of one time. Hit that subscribe. You know how we
Woo,
go.
I've
Fire
been waiting so
blazing
long
still.
for
Red
this. Woo, we about to make a name for ourselves over
Rojo.
here.
Vote.
Soy.
Vote.
Fingenza. Eso es mía da mango. I'm not reading.
You're getting better.
Scott, you already
You're
know.
getting better.
You already know.
Vote,
Drown him
vote,
out.
vote,
Drown
vote,
him
vote,
out. Drown them out, Scott. Drown them out.
For freedom, one fist multiplied to a whole coliseum. We out here marching in the streets for a reason. It's see 'em on, take 'em off season. Yeah, it's that King T on a hot beat.